And so the government have been turning blind eyes on what is happening, because normally what we know is that sometimes the authorities on the ground are just like doing what they want. They don't know, do everything possible just to satisfy the government. They don't want to tell the government the truth of what is happening. Just coming up because the same authorities, because the same people that are supposed to protect the civilians, these are the same people that will come out each time something has happened to say that no, this is what I've done. I just start giving all type of funny stories, which is not what will help us. What will help? They know what is supposed to be done. At least they should give the real report to the government or what to the authorities in Yaoundé or whatever is happening in the northwest region, so that maybe the government can look to solution to whatever happening. Because sometimes the Yaoundé regime or the authorities in Yaoundé might be taking decision with regard to what is going on and crisis normally based on the report that are being given on the ground, because sometimes these people don't give the exact information of what is happening because they want to protect their power. Because you know, sometimes they keep telling the government that everything is under control. It's only when something happened last time at the city of Bamenda, because normally people are saying that the separatists are finished. They have killed all of them. All of them have deposited their weapons and all the like, which is not what is happening. It is true that some have deposited their weapons. So many have been killed as well, and so many are still joining the armed group and as well. And there are so many still in the bushes, in different bushes around the northwest and southwest region.
Okay, we stay in Bamenda. The post-weekender this morning is telling us that there was a bomb explosion outside Frundi's compound in Bamenda. This is coming shortly after the residence at Babatu was partially burnt down by suspected Ambazonian fighters. Now we are talking about a bomb that exploded outside the compound of Frundi in Bamenda.
These are more reasons why we need to keep on condemning sometimes even the atrocities that are being committed by the armed separatists, because it's very regrettable. I don't know why Frundi should be a target. At least his residents.
Are they trying to frustrate his last journey to eternity? They want people to come there.
I think Nijon Funu is somebody who has stood for very tall for Cameroon and for the Anglophone for quite a long time now, and he did all what he had to do for all. I think that maybe today when there are exercises, so many right that there are exercises, it turns to Nijon Funu. I don't see any reason why they should be disrupting the funeral program of Nijon Funu. At least they should allow this dead man to be buried normally in his native village without any problem. At least it's very shameful for us to be selling all this kind of funny image outside to the world that our own elite. So it's a senior state citizen for that matter will die, and they are to try to prevent the man from being laid to rest in his native village.
Is his residence or compound not supposed to be guarded, secured as we are speaking now? It's a state mount. Don't you have the impression that government is not taking the security of Nijon's property seriously?
Well, I would say that that there are some certain things that we no longer complain about. Over complain, and we are even tired of complaining, because it is very clear that the manner, for the laxity in which the different security forces of the government have been doing to secure some other places. There are so many places that normally have to be secured, apart from that of Nijon Funu that have been secured in this region. But I realize that the government have not been doing. They have been doing their best, but not enough. So the government need to do at least normally the compound of Nijon Funu needed to be at least to be protected with so to prevent any such thing from happening, to prevent anything from disrupting the compound. So when it's happening like this, that's why some other separatists are taking they go and commit an act there. They take opportunity to say that no, it's a military that is doing the act. That normally the military are supposed to be protecting or guarding the areas to protect anything from happening within the vicinity.
Yes, Dr. John Asson is equally joining us. Doctor, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Kingsley. Good morning, the co-panelist and also your co-host. It's a very interesting debate I see going on the channel. It's my pleasure to be with you this morning.
Yes, more developments coming in from the northwest region after the partial burning down of Nijon Frundi's resident in Babatu, his native village. He's resident in Bamenda. There was a bomb explosion outside his residence in Bamenda. What are the people who are doing that looking for? What do they want?
Mr. Lasha, I don't really know what the people who are doing that want from late Mr. Frundi, or what news they want to make, or what popularity they want to gain. I understand that Mr. Frundi was not in favor of the Amber Boys. But then I think there's a mistake here between the conflict of ideology and the conflict of weaponry. So it's very, very wrong for them to have done what they did. And what they have done, if our government does not act, because it's something that will keep happening. From my point of view, I see a situation where political parties, we now want to have their own security forces to start protecting their president or their national chairperson. And when political parties are allowed to start having their security forces, then that is going to lead to a building up of small armed factions, because the government has failed to protect those that matter in the society. So it's a very wrong thing that they have done. I also want to say the government, at this time, somebody, a fallen hero, a fallen timber tree like Ni John Fundi's premise